Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Timothy here with Manorox, and we got something special going on here. I mean, it's just a normal Ikoria draft, sure, but we are currently 2 notches away from Mythic. 2 ranked wins away from hitting Mythic. And I've never been Mythic before because I don't usually play enough within a given month to reach that high. I usually flatline around top of gold, and I've been platinum a couple times, but that's usually about it. But I've been doing fine in Ikoria, been having fun with it, and I think I've latched on to what cards are good and which ones aren't. I know the Cyclone deck is like a big deal now because people started tweeting about it, but we'll see what happens. At any rate, that is our goal for this draft, is to hit Mythic. If I hit 2 wins in a row right off the bat, then boom, we're there. But remember, every time we lose, we go back a notch as well, so we might have to make an upward climb. We are doing best of 1 here. Also, I wanted everybody to be aware that, yes, I am aware that traditional is still here and that it's probably better EV, because if you go 3-0, you win 3,000 gems, which is double your entry. It basically pays for your draft plus the next one. But I don't like that you have to win 3 to net anything. It is probably better EV overall, since if you win everything here, you net 700 gems, which is not quite 1,500. But I still like the structure of best of 1. And ranked is fine here. I prefer best of 3 draft, but you can always let me know in the comments below whether you want to see some best of 1 or best of 3, and I will adjust accordingly. But our goal here: get Mythic, draft a good deck, have fun. Thanks for joining me as always. Remember, if you like this sort of content, you can subscribe below to the channel or find us on Twitter at mtg_Manorox, where we can talk about the draft. Wish us luck. Let's see what we open. 1,500 gems down the drain. And we opened a baby Godzilla. Congratulations. I've been really enjoying the human drafts. Excuse me. They just run super smoothly. Starts up pretty quick. I have noticed there's been a lot of connection errors. I've had 2 separate games where I had to close the client and reboot it, but it just kicked us out of the game completely. It didn't count as a win or a loss for anybody, which I found weird, but hopefully that doesn't happen while we're recording. Ooh, we get to start off with a Shark Typhoon here. So I haven't played this card. I've seen it in Standard, but I have not played it in Limited. It's 6 mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make an XX flyer equal to the converted mana cost of the card you cast. But it also has Cyclone, which is the big deal here. You cycle it for 1 blue and X, and you make an XX flyer at instant speed because you cycled equal to the amount of mana you dump into it. So I don't think you actually play this card that often. I think you just hold it as like a surprise flash blocker. It is easy pick here, and before we pick it, I do want to give a shout out to everybody who's playing with us. We have Arumbus, Chaos One, Littlefinger, we have Amphigory, Knack 4402, Nero Rex, and Seba del Clan Neltot. Okay, Clan Neltot. Shark Typhoon, easy first pick. Following that up, I don't know how heavily we want to go into Cyclone here, right? Because there's Escape Protocol, which is a card I haven't seen actually on the board yet. Could just take Capture Sphere. There's also Zenith Flare, which I've been finished off with. There's Rumble and Rockslide as well, which is a good removal spell. But if I'm going to take 4 mana removal spell, I think I take the one that's on color with my first pick here. Swallow Whole is also decent, but it gets a lot better when you have tappers. Mutual Destruction's fine. Don't care for these 2 white 1-drops. Zenith Flare is the type of card that if I was in Cyclone and I got it late, I'd be happy, but I don't think you pick it up too early. I'm going to just go and take Capture Sphere. We have start of a nice control deck here. There's another Zenith Flare. There's also a Blitz of the Thunder Raptor and an Essence Scatter. Blitz is okay. It's a decent removal spell that can kill your opponent's creatures, but you have to have spells in your graveyard. So it's like a sneaky 2-drop removal spell that you don't cast on turn 2. You cast on like turn 6 or 7. Obviously plays well with Cyclone, but I can continue to cut blue off here, I think. And again, this is nice in a control shell. 2 Zenith Flares in a row. Ooh, Reptilian Reflection I found to be decent as well. Maybe we push in the Cyclone direction and see if we can wheel the Zenith Flare, and just take a bunch of Cyclers. Like, Drenith Stinger's fine here. This card has high upside, but it is dead if you don't have Cyclers. The alternative here would be like an Evolving Wilds or an Of One Mind, but we'll try out the Reptilian Reflection. Here, as far as Cyclers go, we have Startling Development, which is okay. People play this card a lot. I'm not in love with it. There is a late Polywog Symbiote. There's some good white cards. This pack's still good. Ferocious Tigerilla is not bad either. I don't really like this card that much. I guess I can take like Baby Godzilla and stay open to potentially moving into a mutate deck. Could also take the Tigerilla. I don't want Gust of Wind here. I have 2 Cyclers already. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the Cycler. We're going to do it. We're going to go in on Cyclone. Lord Draxus is nice. It's not a Cycler, but it is an on-color card. Blue-red seems very open. Another Tigerilla, Wingfold Terran are nice. It is a mutate creature, so sure. Here is 3 Cyclers, actually. I'm going to take Go for Blood. This is a fight spell that cycles, as opposed to the tap 2 creatures. Footfall Crater, I think, is just worse than those 2 options. And I would just love to wield the Zenith Flares. If I can wield the Zenith Flares, I'll be pretty happy. Raking Claws to give double strike or another Go for Blood. I'm just going to take another Go for Blood. Pretty all in on this strategy right now. Could take a red-white Fixer, or could take a Frostlinks, which is a good middle-of-the-ground creature. Alright, so we're on pick 9. We'll see if we wheel any of the spells. Could take an Escape Protocol now. Although, you do need creatures to make Escape Protocol work. I think it's worth trying out. I guess we're going for Mythic. Maybe I shouldn't be quote-unquote trying things out here. Doesn't look like we're getting the Zenith Flares back. Somebody moved in on them, which is awkward because they're going to be passing to us. Although we've sniped basically all the good Cyclers out of every pack. The Reptilian Reflection should still be pretty good here. Escape Protocols, whatever. Shark Typhoon's good on its own. The problem with Escape Protocol is that there aren't really a lot of good Enter the Battlefield effects in this set because Mutate kind of takes up the space for Enter the Battlefield effects. Easy Tranquil Cove. Oh no, maybe Snare Tactician. Gotta kill our opponent somehow, right? I'm gonna take the Mana Fixer. I don't know that I'm actually white yet. Kind of sad I didn't get those Zenith Flares back. I've noticed they wheel in almost every draft I see them in. But it means we're fighting over something now. Sure, Blazing Volley. Sure, Blazing Volley. Springjaw Trap. Okay. Okay. Could also cast a Shark Typhoon. That is an option. Ooh, Karuga. Alright, so... we have the option, if the Cyclone thing doesn't work out, I could just cut these 5 cards here and play Karuga as a companion. This is the one that everything in your deck has to be 3 or greater. I'm definitely going to take it because you can just put it in a deck and cast it and it's amazing. But there's also Flame Spill here, which is great. But, you know, Karuga's double blue. It has hybrid mana. But if we can pick up enough cards to make this worth being our companion and ditch, like, these Cyclone cards, the Cyclone deck didn't pan together. There's a Lutri, though. Yikes. I'm definitely going to take Lutri. I could still play Karuga. I think Karuga's probably better to have as my companion because it draws you cards. Lutri lets me play some of the control cards a little bit better here. Although I don't have any... Lutri's really good with like burn spells like Flame Spill and stuff like that. Easy Lutri though. We'll see which direction we're moving in. Parcel Beast is really good. Other than that, there's like a Convolute. Shredded Sails... I think I want to stick to things that cost 3 or greater, right? Because I want Karuga, I think, to be my commander here. I said commander. Companion. You know what I mean. I think I'll take Convolute. Alright, we have green, black, white Triome. Not quite what we want here. We do have a Teamer Crystal. We're really not playing white. Could just take a Triome. Although if we're like blue-red, the Triome really doesn't help with anything. Just a tap land that cycles. Not really that good, huh? The Crystal... Don't know that we really need to splash or anything. Could just take another Convolute or could take a Dranith Stinger if we want to keep the Cyclone Dream alive. But we don't need to necessarily do that. I guess Convolute's fine. Like, I want the Dranith Stinger here, but I'm also pushing towards Karuga more than Lutri. Did it? Yeah, it took Convolute. Alright, there's a Dorat. Dorat's good. There's also Thieving Otter, though. Dorat's pretty sweet with the spell-based deck. We could just go blue-red spells and have a Karuga in our deck. That doesn't seem like a bad plan. There's Thieving Otter, though, if I want to go with the Karuga plan and have Lutri in the deck. I guess we're pushing towards Lutri now. Because blue-red spells is open. I'll take Dranith Stinger now. So yeah, so our plan here is to have Lutri as our companion, have Karuga in the deck, which should still be fine, but lets us play early game spells like Essence Scatter, Sprite Dragon, Dranith Stinger, I suppose. Forbidden Friendship's not terrible either. Alright, Stinger it is. Unless I see like a really compelling reason to move elsewhere, I'll stick with this here. Ooh, that is a late neutralize. There's also a Swiftwater Cliffs, but I'm pretty heavy blue-red that I don't need mana fixin'. But neutralize seems good. We're not necessarily green. I guess I can take Tigerilla. It's good to have, you know, a beater or two in this deck. Forbidden Friendship's nice. Having a spell that triggers like my Sprite Dragon and whatnot, I'll take the Gust here over the Shredded Sails. Alright, so we don't have to go super heavy on the Cyclone stuff, but it's still doable. Reptilian Reflection, I think we'll have enough Cyclone that card will just be fine. Ketria Crystal, we'll see. I'm leaning towards no on the Crystal here. Well, we fell into the right color pair. It just turned out we didn't fall into the right strategy necessarily, right? Escape Protocol with Karuga is kind of sweet, but it's not really good with Sprite, Dragon, or anything else, really. I'll take Shredded Sails here. Not really any artifacts you need to kill, but 4 damage to a flyer matters in this set. Probably end up cutting it, to be honest. Blitz Leech to the board. What are we hoping for in pack 3? Just something really good, I guess. Something on color and playable. Not going to play the Threaten effect. Adaptive Shimmer? Probably not. Pack 3, we got a Gem Razor, which is good, but not what we want. There's a Rooting Moloch, which I like. It's a 5-mana 4/4, and it lets you cast a Cyclone card out of your graveyard until your next turn. Basically gives you a limit. It's really good with Cyclone creatures. Haven't seen it be super effective, but it also has Cyclone itself. Dismal Backwater is not necessary for our deck. Unfortunately, we're not doing the Savai Thundermane thing. And I don't know, can we play a Gem Razor? Gem Razor's strong. I think I'm just going to take the Moloch and not worry about the third color right here. Alright, this can be a double blue card. There's also Farfinder, Capture Sphere. Jubilant Skybonder is respectable, but it's like a double blue card. It's also a human, which is kind of awkward. Maybe I want Farfinder. I don't really need it. I'm going to consider Capture Sphere as well. Parcel Beast is good. And just take the removal spell. Another Reptilian Reflection. That's pretty all in. There's a Pacifism. Ooh, Rumbling Rock Slide's perfect. I like the Reflection, but I will take a Rock Slide. Another Essence Scatter is nice. Pretty easy pick. This card keeps going late. I don't know why. The card's amazing. What is this one? Genesis Ultimatum. Look at the top 5 cards. Put any number of permanents from among them onto the battlefield. The rest in your hand. Doesn't actually seem like it's good. Spell Eater Wolverine should be good though, right? It's a spells payoff. If you have 3 spells in your graveyard, it has double strike. There's an Anticipate, which is filler enough that I probably wouldn't end up playing it. Footfall Crater's not cutting it for us. I guess we just take the Anticipate. Good enough with Sprite Dragon, Shark Typhoon. Straight up blue-red. Cloud Piercer? Or a Frenzied Raptor or Shimmer. Yeah, Cloud Piercer's fine. 5/4 reach for 5. You can mutate it, but it doesn't give you a lot of benefit for doing so. Another Frostlink's late. I do not like Blister Spit Gremlin. I wonder if I'm supposed to take Wolverine or Frostlinks here. I'm a lot more controlling than aggro. I think I'm just going to go with my gut and take the Lynx. Not sure about that. Again, Mana Fixin' doesn't help. It's a late lead, the Stampede. I guess I could play a Frenzied Raptor, but probably not. Little light on removal. Not a lot of cheap removal spells to use with Lutri here. How likely am I to just go the Karuga route? If I cut these 7 cards, I don't know that I have enough playables. Yeah, that's not even close, right? Oh, Farfinder came back. I'll play Farfinder in a 2-color deck. It's just a fine target to throw like a Cloud Piercer on or something like that. does something, get you your mana. Could play some crystals, cut the 2-drops, and have Karuga. Karuga's a much more powerful card here for us. I'm not playing anything. Sure. We'll consider it here in a second. Yeah, I'll take Frostveil Ambush. That seems okay. It's not like exceptional or anything. Thwart the enemy. Alright, so this is actually going to take a second for deck building. Let's first off look at Lutri. If Lutri is our companion, we can't play duplicates of any card, so we lose an Essence Scatter already, which we will lose if we have Karuga. We lose a Frostlinks, a Convolute, and a Capture Sphere. We actually lose duplicates of some of our better cards. If we play Karuga, we have to cut all of this. Puts us at 36 cards. Frenzied Raptor, Cycler, Shimmerer. Which means we're playing some weaker cards, but we always have access to Karuga. Karuga will almost always draw you cards. Still get to play the control game a little bit here. Not as effectively because we don't have the Essence Scatters. Lutri still looking pretty weak overall. Yeah, Lutri just didn't really pan out. I don't think it's worth having a Lutri here. Don't really want to play these crystals necessarily either, but they're fine. Could put a Coordinated Charge in. That doesn't seem great. Is Coordinated Charge better than another crystal? No, because I'm never casting this card. This is pretty heavy on Karuga and Shark Typhoon to win games. I think I'm going to run it like this with Karuga here. Just try to outcard our opponents, I should say. Got plenty of 3-drops, 4-drops. Our 5s are all kind of interchangeable. And then we have Shark Typhoon, which is obviously insane. Got a little bit of counter action going on, which I like. It's just we're going to be extremely slow against curve out aggro decks, mutate decks, stuff like that. I think I'm going to run it like this. I think having a companion is just such a benefit that you should do it when you can, even if you have to give up a little bit. I wonder if there's any argument for playing neither of them as a companion and then having access to Essence Scatters and whatnot, but Karuga's so good. I'm going to go and run it like this. We'll see how it works. Again, we got a little bit on the stake here. We're trying to hit Mythic, so 2 wins in a row would get us there. But every loss we take sets us back. But we'll try it out. We'll see if the companion route is the right way to go. And we'll jump on in. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in match number 1. All right, welcome. Match number 1 against Mr. Hawaiian. We've got a decent hand. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good hand. This can be a turn... Well, I guess it's still a turn 5 Karuga. The interesting thing about Karuga is it tells your opponent you don't have any 1 or 2 drop plays, right? They have Kahira, which is also pretty good. This is the one that basically pumps all your creatures. So they go like 2-drop cat into Kahira. We might be in trouble. Probably just going to cycle Ketria Crystal. And then try to convolute this thing on turn 3. I've noticed some people are really, really like hesitant to actually cast their companions. I'd rather just draw lands here. I have 3 drops to play. Oh, we get to 7 mana combo. Alright, nice. I'm going to keep up Convolute here. I do want to get some stuff out before playing Karuga, but... Ooh, red mana. Yep, we'll go ahead and Convolute that, and then we don't have to worry about playing that game anymore, you know? Reflection's nice because it makes me not waste a Frostlinks, and then if I draw a land, I can play Karuga. Ideally, we want to go like Frostlinks, keep things off our back, and then use Karuga to refill our hand, get to 7 mana, and have the double removal spell active. If your opponent's going to play a crystal, that's fine. I'll just run out of Frostlinks. Sure, I'll take 1. Could just play Karuga now, though. Use our mana efficiently. Draw a card. I think I'll just get out Frostlings. Our opponent has to respect the Reptilian Reflection, right? And I'm going to tap down the Dinosaur because they can only mutate onto the Dinosaur. So if they have a mutate creature, they're not going to like smack us with it this turn. They could have all sorts of pump spells here. I don't think it's worth taking the extra damage. I'll just take the one and not lose my Frostlings. Karuga drawing 2 cards would be great. It does tell us our opponent has something though, right? Probably like a coordinated charge or something. Helka Glider, very likely 2/2. Oh, first strike, nice. Cloud Piercer. I think I just want to play Karuga, draw 2 cards, and then start hitting land drops here if I can. Ooh, they have Essence Scatter though. Ouch. Okay. Game plan has changed. Game plan has changed. Wasn't expecting Convolute there. I don't know why I didn't expect it. It seems like blue is their splash. I'm definitely going to block here and make them use whatever trick they got. If it's Coordinated Assault, they still lose whatever they're blocking with. If it's some other trick, it's not that big of a deal. Like +2/+2 and fly in or something. Okay, sure. So that thing first strikes my creature off, I take 3. But they're down this card, it's not that big of a deal. Play Cloud Piercer here, it's pretty good at stabilizing. They could have another counterspell, but no biggie. Could also play a Frostlings and then try to mutate, but I don't think we need to do that. Got another counterspell. Unfortunately, their commander or their companion doesn't tell us too much about their deck because basically every creature in the set is one of those 5 creature types. They had a Blade Banish. They're down to 1 card. They're officially wrecking me, but hopefully they're not on Infinite Answers. Alright, drew the 7th land. I just want to go Frostlings, tap this. Don't really want to use a Rumbling Rock Slide on a 1/1. Alright, you're up, opponent. What you got? The Convolute on Karuga was pretty gross. Good news for me is my opponent's down to 1 card. Oh, we're still attacking? Yeah, I'm 100% blocking. Make them use their last trick here. Could be like another heightened reflexes. Will of the All Hunter. Alright, their dude gets +2/+2. They're out of cards. I don't have too much going on myself here. Oh, Shark Typhoon. I think we're just going to cycle. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Okay. Go ahead. So what we're going to do is we're going to cycle Shark Typhoon, make a 5/5, and activate Reptilian Reflection at instant speed. Yeah. Let's see if they even attack. Could also just cast Shark Typhoon, but this seems good. And Reptilian Reflection will become a 5/4, and I'll draw a card off the Typhoon. Nice. So, eat that. Eat this first strike, dude. Start jamming with a 5/5 flyer. More cyclers wouldn't be bad here. Still going to hold on to the Rumbling Rock Slide. I just hope my opponent doesn't draw like the 5/5 haste. Okay. Cyclone Crystal's got to be a decent draw for him. Anything with Cyclone's got to be fine for him. Okay. Well, we're going to get the kill that, but we're going to take 6 here. Go down to 3, and they're going to be like, oh, whoops, Lava Spill. All right, we're drawing a little blank here. So I think I have to go full control mode. Why did we speak the 5/5 into existence? Okay, so that happens. Auto pay. Flash in my other companion. Surprise. Why did it tap like that? Copy Rumbling Rock Slide. Submit. Resolve. Rock Slide your 1/1. Attack for 5. Pass. Still not out of the water here. I'm drawing a little blank. Kind of ridiculous. The 5/5 haste. Of course. Oh. Gotta hope we draw a little better than our opponent here. They're on a 2-turn clock. Okay, I can beat a 1/4. Capture Sphere is a nice draw. Do I capture sphere, attack for 8? I don't think so. I think I don't want to be dead to a 5/5. And capture sphere means that I can oh wait, what? What? Elemental, of course. I was like, wait, that's not one of the creature types. All right, we get to steal this game from the clutches of whatever. That Shark Typhoon was insane. Did show the Reptilian Reflection being a little weak though. Maybe I should go back and see how many cyclers we actually have. I know we've got the crystals and stuff, but remember we started off by taking a bunch of cheap cyclers that we're not actually playing. One away from Mythic, boys. One away from Mythic. Sure. All right, let me look back at this real quick and see if I have enough cyclers to actually make the thing worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cyclers does not seem like enough. 6 cyclers does not seem like enough. But what else do we have? This is what else we have. If we cut Reptilian Reflection, we're cutting it for a cycler, which is weird. Do I want this Tranquil Cove? I don't think so. Just as a tap island that gains a life. Alright. I'm just going to run it back with the Reptilian Reflection. That's the price we have to pay for having Ikoria as a companion, which I think is high enough upside that it's worth having some weaker cards in your deck. We took match 1, though. Pretty close, but we'll see you for match 2 coming up. Welcome back, welcome back. Again, fortunate enough to be on the play. This card's not very good. We're against Ikoria. I'm definitely going to keep. Shark Typhoon's good late in the game, obviously, but not great early. I mean, you can always pay 4 mana, flash this in as 2/2 flyer, draw a card. Lord Draxus is the one that gives you an instant or sorcery, but we're probably just casting it as a 3 mana 2/3. Shimmerer might get people. This card's not that good. People might not play around it. You are up, my friend. I would not like to make a 0/0. Yeah, don't mind just drawing lands. Ideally, you know, draw a land plus a 4-drop or something. Polywog Symbiote could kill us very quickly, though, if we don't get rid of it. That I will probably cycle. Not right now, though. This card leads to some extremely busted draws where you can start mutating on turn 3. Granted, we have a Rumble and Rock Slide, so if they play like a Dreamtail Heron or Cavern Whisper, we'll be able to kill it. Almost certainly cycling this. They can also just cast their mutate creatures and get the loot ability. You don't have to mutate. Well, it doesn't look like they're doing it, though. I mean, they might be. I don't know. I don't know, opponent. Fertilid. Fertilid is better to mutate onto. Do I want to just Rumble and Rock Slide a Fertilid right now? Because if I don't, and they mutate onto that, it's going to have 2 counters on it. It's likely going to be quote-unquote immune to the Rumble and Rock Slide. So I think I will, and I'll pass the turn. Can always just play Ikoria next turn, put a 5/4 on board, draw a card. Might go Adaptive Shimmerer first. Let's see how far behind we fall here. Remember, we have Capture Spheres in our deck too, which are pretty good against the Symbiote. I think we have a Gust of Wind, which is not great against mutate creatures. This currently is a 3/3. All right, opponent says no. I'm going to go ahead and pass here and go Adaptive Shimmerer into Ikoria, if that's the play. Feels like they've got a counter spell or something. Dark Bargain, sure. Okay. You have a Dark Bargain. I guess my question here is, if we draw a 6th land, do we want to just play a Shark Typhoon and then just start casting like these spells and making creatures? That might be worth it. We'll be playing catch up for sure, but Capture Sphere, make a 4/4, lock down a creature seems pretty strong. Opponent put a Swamp in the graveyard with Dark Bargain. Back up to 7 cards. Ikoria, back up to 7 cards. I mean, all I have here is a Shimmerer, but they might be playing around a counter spell, so they might not go for a big play if they have one. I have a Capture Sphere as well, but I'm almost certainly going Shimmerer here. We'll see. It looks like we're getting mutated. Alright. We have a 3/4 flyer that draws you a card in loots. Pretty powerful. I assume I'm getting attacked. This thing I've reached? No. They could have ram through to kill a creature, but I mean, whatever. Can't do anything about that. Go and flash this in. Looks like they don't have anything. Gonna go ahead and play Karuga first, because I do want to hit land drops. Draw 2 cards. Nice, nice. Play that. Jam. And let's see if they mutate again. Because now every mutate, it's not likely that it gets that much bigger than a 3/4, but it does draw them a card. So every mutate replaces itself with a card now. That being said, I do have some actual pressure on board. My hand's not bad either. Like, I could see cast in Frostveil Ambush here. I guess Shark Typhoon also makes a 4/4 flyer with my 7th land, so I'm probably not casting Shark Typhoon. I'm probably going to cycle it. I think my hand matches up well against most of the things my opponent can do here. I mean, if they could kill my creatures, that's a little different. If they have, like, the bat. I should stop saying cards that are good against me in specific situations. You saw what happened last time. Like, man, sure would be bad if my opponent had a 5/5 haste. They're like, oh, cycle. Oh, what? Look, a 5/5 haste. This card sucks. Alright, let's see if they attack. They do not. Okay. Okay, I can respect it. I'm super tempted to just cast Shark Typhoon, but let's see. They could have some instant speed thing. They could have the frickin' bat. It does have flash. If I attack with Karuga, it's the worst thing that can happen. A lot of things. They could have also just not attacked because I can hit him back for a billion. Blitzleech. Okay, let's see. So Blitzleech gives... Oh, actually, you know what? This is fine. I mean, it's not great, but this is fine. So what I'm going to do here is go... I think cycle first because I might just hit a Convolute. And if not, I'll Frostveil Ambush his 2 creatures. His or her 2 creatures. If I hit a Convolute, that's just good for me. My opponent will take 3 this turn. Hit a counterspell, nice. Yeah, I'll just use that. Yeah, I'll just cancel your thing. And you will take 5, I assume. That lets me keep up Frostveil Ambush to potentially just, like, push through a huge attack later on. Alright, well, the Cyclone plan worked out pretty nicely. It's pretty sweet. Looks like I'm going to end up casting this card. Let's see, though. Let's see what the opponent's got. Still got 6 cards in hand. They kept up their whole turn for Blitzleech, which turned out to be good in my favor. We still have this thing on board, and we do have, like, a Cloud Piercer in our deck. So this could potentially get a spell back, like a Rumbling Rock Slide. Just trying to see what's happening here. Just trying to see what's going on. Remember, if we win this, we go Mythic. So we're trying to win. Ugh. Embarrassing. I mean, you get it, right? You're supposed to mutate onto it. Unbreakable Bond, bringing back Blitzleech with a lifeline counter on it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they'd have nothing here, they just die. If their last card, like, if they have dead weight, they could kill our thing. Oh, wait. Why did this die? Did I miss something? This oh, they have something else on board. What is this again? Polywog. Why did my Adaptive Shimmerer just die? It's a 3/3. This gives -2/2. Oh, remove all counters from that creature? I didn't even know it did that. Huh. Alright, so... That's so aggressive. Brushwag. Alright, you got your Brushwag, OP. Remove all counters from that creature. I did not know that was a thing. I'm not going to lie. Alright, Frostlinks was actually awesome, so I can go Frostlinks plus Farfinder. Just keep this tap down while adding to the board. Opponent very likely just going to chump, I imagine. This thing has lifelink. Go ahead and attack. Opponent will probably chump and take 2, I imagine. Could also just hold up Capture Sphere and then have answers for 3 potential blockers. Yep. Alright, so opponent loses a blocker, goes to 7. I'm going to just hold up Capture Sphere now. Something like a ram through would still be kind of annoying because they can use this to kill off a creature, plus it has lifelink, so they'll gain some life. That's how lifelink works. Uh-oh, they're looking at their Blitz Leech. I think my opponent added that text in there. I don't remember it saying that. Batra. They do have the freaking bat. Oh my god, with these opponents and the perfect card. Alright. That's going to be a huge problem, actually, because if they mutate again, I'm going to die. I mean, they're going to kill Karuga here. I get in for 4 damage. This could go poorly. I think maybe I'm supposed to cycle this and look for Convolute. If I find... I have 2 Convolutes in my deck. Is this going to be better? Alright, I'm going to go cycle. I can't Capture Sphere now, though. Didn't find it. Okay. Well, that's going to resolve and kill my Karuga. Which is bad news. Bad news. God, we just... Why? Why? How come every time I say a card, my opponent has the worst case scenario card? How's it even possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't think I'm getting attacked, right? Yeah, if they mutate onto this again, they get to kill a creature every time it mutates. And my answers are like Capture Sphere. Okay, drew some blanks. I have the option to just cast Shark Typhoon. I could go Capture Sphere. I think I'm going to be able to get him with Shark Typhoon, right? Capture Sphere hit him down to 3. And I just need to be smart enough to make a Shark Typhoon without them having a flyer. I need to keep this off my back too, though. Yeah, this just went really poorly. Alright, I'm just going to make a giant shark here. I'm not feeling good about this game anymore. We were so close. We were so close. Shark Typhoon still might do it. It makes a 6/6 flash flyer. If I can do that in combat and potentially eat this, that would be awesome. They still have this Polywog symbiote too. So basically, if they mutate onto this, they kill a creature. They might upgrade it, because currently it's a 3/4, and they draw a card. Plus their mutate cards are cheaper, and they have this stupid 5/2 lifelinker. Had to be the bat. Can I change the art? I wish I could change the art. Okay, I like no block there. I still think what I'm going to do here is just take this hit and Shark Typhoon. They can't counter the Shark, right? Could go for Capture Sphere here and then force them to do something with these creatures. Oh, okay. I think we got it. They just tapped out for an 8/8 Death Touch. All right. Oh, wait. This is 6/6, though. Oh, no, wait. We still got it. We still got it. Because I can go Capture Sphere, this, attack with everything. They take 8. Whew. Whew, baby. Rudin Moloch. Oh, now we can just double Capture Sphere. Get out of here, 5/2 lifelink. Jeez, so close. You know what that means? Let me see it. Let me see it for the first time. Let me just see it. Come on. Huh. Shabam. Print screen. First time I've been in Mythic. That's exciting. Exciting for me. I don't know if that's exciting for you or not. You've still got to sit through like 50 more matches. That's a nice little 2-0 for us, though. Exactly what we wanted. I guess we're number 852, whatever that means. And we'll go ahead and run it back. Match number 3 coming up. All right, welcome back. We're against Niniju on the draw. Again, this hand's not as great on the draw because we're going to be playing from behind. Hey, thankfully, Frostwings helps with that. Got a crystal here, which kind of sucks. The Gust of Wind is also fine, but we're casting that for 4 most of the time. Need him to not have like a super aggressive 2-drop. Nice. Alright. Glory of the Cycler here, as I get to at least do something with my mana. It's going to likely see this game going like Frostlinks into Gust of Wind into Karuga or something along those lines. Splendor Mare, perfect. I mean, not perfect, but you get it. Convolute, sure. Cloud Piercer. The Convolute's also a reason this deck's way better on the play. Alright, let's keep your 3/3 off my back for a minute. Opponent played Abzan. Colors. Just passes. So that's an opportunity for us to just take 3 and hold up a Convolute. I could also just Gust of Wind their guy, but that's not great. I'm not blocking, right? Am I going to gust this? I don't think I'm going to gust that. Ooh, they could have something here, though. Opponent representing something. Flash creatures. They could have the 4/2 flash. Yeah, I guess that's good enough that I can probably just hold here. Convolute their next play. 4/2 flash is a common. Going to take this hit. Not worried about their life. We're going to try to beat them with straight card advantage. Yeah, we'll convolute that. Just 3/5 is annoying enough. So here I might go Adaptive Shimmerer. Could also just play Cloud Piercer. Could kill their guy as well. This is 2 to mutate. Could also just play Karuga, draw a card, and they have to deal with Karuga. We've got options here. What would you guys do? Okay, Motorcycle Man. I think I'm just going to play Karuga. I've got plenty of cards in my hand. I could trade off a Shimmerer for this thing, but Karuga drawing a card here is nice. And they have to deal with a 5/4 already. They just like Pacifism it or something, that's fine. Blood Curdle would be annoying, but I have an answer for the Splendor Mare. Currently, this will deal 6 damage. Okay, yeah, Blood Curdle's fine. So we'll go and Gust of Wind this thing now, I think. I could go Gust plus this. Mutate and get my Gust back. Or get my Convolute back. They can play around Convolute pretty easily. Oh, actually I could do that instead. That seems better. Let's go and kill your guy. And then we'll War Draxus and just get our card back. And get a Rumbling Rock Slide back. Alright. Well, opponent still got plenty of cards. 5 cards. Skipping through combat very quickly. Patasia Tiger. I mean, Cloud Piercer should be nice. It gets us another card, right? What do I want to do here? Do I want to just rumble? It feels like bait, right? Could play out a creature here. Can only play 1 spell, though. Yeah, I guess I'll just rumble again. So keep in mind if I mutate Cloud Piercer onto this, I can get back the rumbling thing one more time. Is that a second Splendor Mare? It is. Alright, that's nice. So I can just go Frostlinks into Tigerilla here and develop my board. One has 2 mana up. Tappy tap. Go and attack. This is a sorcery, right? And we will play this. Gonna give this Menace. I've seen this card. I've never seen this card actually gain Trample. I think the only time you pick Trample is because if you have like the Trample Lord or something, or any sort of payoff for it. Death's Oasis. This card's cool. When my opponent's creature dies, they mill themselves for 2, and then they get back a card from their graveyard with less mana cost. So if this dies, they get a 1 or 2 drop, which they don't have any. Could go Cloud Piercer Convolute. Or Cloud Piercer Get Back Convolute. Attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of want to just gust that thing. Just kind of like waste my opponent's time a little bit. Would be nice if I had a actual spell to cast, or an actual flyer on board, then I'd be able to double spell here, but keep that in hand for Cloud Piercer perhaps. Although 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I could have done Cloud Piercer. I forget this is 4 to mutate. Alright, we're gonna attack for 8 now. They could have a Divine Arrow here. Just cycling, sure. And I've already played a land, so I can't do the Shimmer. Yeah, I'm going to wait on the Cloud Piercer. I can go Cloud Piercer on this, get an instant or sorcery back, discard the land. Oh, opponent's just going to hold tight. They said oops. That's probably not a good oops. Still going to attack. Yeah, that was definitely an oops. Alright, you're up. This is bad news bears for the opponent now. Should have probably just gotten Convolute back. That basically locks him out of winning this game. Can't think of any sweepers, right? Maybe there's a sweeper I'm not thinking of. Flash this in on their end step. They can sack this to gain a life equal to the greatest converted mana cost among creatures you control. Okay. Well, we have a Capture Sphere. For any flash nonsense, they're gonna like settle the wreckage us. Flash in a creature, gain some life. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough. Back for more. Targeting this. Okay, that's gonna happen. It's gonna fight the Tigerilla. Alright, they fight there. They gain 3 up to 5. We capture a sphere of this and they die. Alright. Opponent accidentally skipped a turn there, but we still got him. Worked out nicely for us. Their deck looked pretty good. Ooh, we're number 740. Again, I don't know what these numbers mean. Is that like in the world? Am I the 740th player in the world? Am I doing it, Mom? Are you proud of me? Do you love me now? Sanctuary Smasher. Nice. All right, 3-0. We haven't dropped a game yet, but we also only played 3 games. It feels like we've played a million. We'll go and run it back. Match number 4 coming up. All right, welcome back. We're supposed to keep 2 landers in a deck that has all 3 drops. How good is this if we even hit our 3rd land? If we go 3-4, it's fine. But I think I can mulligan this because I'm just going to cycle that on turn 2. That's better. I guess we can ditch the Shimmerer here. He didn't tell me I was going to have to play against other Mythic players. Alright, go for it. Again, showcasing that I'm not going to interact on turn 2 or 3. Probably give this thing lifelink, I imagine, since I'm not playing anything for a while. That is, in fact, what they did. Do you want to just draw more lands? Shabao. Adventurous Impulse. Sure. I appreciate them not adding to the board. Go Reflection here, and then try to cycle into a land, or just... I guess I can do that if I just naturally draw a land, right? We'll go and Frost Links down your boot nipper. Just nip that in the boot right now. Alright, untapped land off the top would be awesome. All my lands are untapped. Perfect. So now I'm just going to go Capture Sphere on this thing so it can't attack me. And I will pass. Because I will trade for Boot Nipper. It's one less card I would draw off Karuga, but I still have the Capture Sphere, which draws me a card. Opponent is Sorcery Speed Dark Bargainin. I guess if they attack me now, they don't have anything else to add to the board. I'm going to not block. I do need to draw an untapped land for this to be that good, but if not, I have like the Reflection plus Cycle. Opponent put a Spinneret in the graveyard. Alright, nice. I'm just going to go ahead and slam Karuga here. Draws 2 cards. Opponent missing the land drops. Sure. Sure. Uh-oh, they nipped my boot. My boot! Alright, what you got, Epic Western? Nice. So now I get to hold up counter spells. I'm going to jam for 5. Deadeye Lurker. I can convolute that, or I can neutralize it. I think I just convolute it, right? I could also let it trade and then play out some other stuff, but convolute's got to be just fine here. Makes them take 5. I'm still going to pass instead of cycle and looking for a land. If they go for the same kind of trick next turn, I have neutralize. I do need to draw a 6th land. Oh, Kahira, not your companion. Interesting. Alright, 6th land opens up some possibilities to go double spell here. So if I attack, they have to trade just... Oh no, they have to trade both of them, right? This doesn't lifelink, has vigilance. And then I go like... Boom, boom. Just get a bunch of power on board. I'm going to go ahead and attack. If they want to trade both those guys for Karuga, I think I'm okay with it. Didn't think they would actually do it, though. Play some dorks. Remember, this gains haste, so on a turn where I want to use it, I can play it and cycle in the same turn to make it a 5/4 haste trampler. Okay. Kogla's insane. Alright, Kahira gets in there. Definitely not blocking. Alright, land. So what do we do here? We can go Reflection. I don't want to bounce this, that's for sure. I think I just play Reflection and pass. I could go Reflection, cycle. Cycle. That doesn't seem good. I guess I could go gust this thing and hold up a counter spell. They're not very likely to replay it. Yeah, I guess we just bounce this. Attack with both. They block here, they take 3. Alright, let's just get Gusty. And if I attack, I get in at least 3 points of damage. They probably block the Frenzied Raptor, though. I think I'm supposed to attack. That's a risky block on that thing. Although if they're playing around a counterspell, then that makes sense. Okay, untap. See if they go for Kogla again. Doesn't seem likely. They probably know I have a counterspell. I guess if they just use something else, I got to debate whether I'm countering it or not. So I do have to plug in my laptop as well, so you're probably going to hear some ferocious computer noises in the background. Sorry about that. And we got double green. They're going to play that get two things back card. Yep. Get a human back, get a non-human back. It resolves. Okay, we got the Boot Nipper. I assume with Death Touch. Lifelink. Interesting. Another land's fine. So I can go Reflection just to get it down. Or I could play Farfinder. That's not really that big of a deal. And then maybe go... It's pretty obvious I can't let Kogla hit the board. Might not have much of a choice, though. Alright, what's going to be, opponent? What do we got? Okay, them tapping that is good news for me. No, tap the humble dude. Tap humble boy. Alright, Evolving Wilds doesn't change too much here. Necropanther, just casting it. Okay. Do you nip me in the boot? So I could cast this and go tap tap, right? Then they have the 4/2 in hand. And if I can counter it and find another cycle, or I win. Could also just cycle this now. I think I'm going to go tap tap, right? They might just cast the 4/2 right now, though, through a potential counter spell. Then I would have to find a removal spell. If I find a removal spell, I've got game. Huh. I have a Gust, right? So I can mutate this. I have 8 mana. I can go mutate. Get back Gust of Wind. Cycle, that's 4 mana, and then Gust this. I think that works. So, yeah, this should work, right? So mutate. Make sure to put it underneath. Yeah, this works. Alright, so we want to put that under. This is going to go ahead and get back our gust of wind. We will gust the 4-2 out of the way and then cycle this, make this a 5-4 and attack. Opponent played pretty well there, flashing that in while I was tapped out. Woo tree, nice. And then cycle and attack for 9. Nice. Felt good. Felt good. I mean, we had to top deck a removal spell there for sure. Otherwise, we're in a little bit of a pickle. It puts us at 4-0. Haven't lost a game with this deck yet. Is it amazing? I don't know. It is playing pretty well, though. And, yeah, that's going to go ahead and push us into 4-0 territory. One more, and we went Mythic and got our gems back. So that's what we're aiming for now. See you all in match number 5. All right. Welcome back. Match number 5. It's not a great hand. We're against Ron Burgundy, the Anchorman himself. I'm going to mull this. On the play, I would consider it. Definitely going to mull it on the draw. This is better. The Farfinder's nice. Could cycle a Root and Moloch. I think we're supposed to get rid of one of the 5-drops. I think it's probably supposed to be Cloud Piercer. Better stabilizing card, but Root and Moloch can cycle if we get stuck. Okay. Convinced myself. Ron Burgundy starts off with a tap land. Ooh, we're getting a little lag here. We're getting a little lag. Gotta hate this Frenzied Raptor in our deck so much. Might just play it out there, right? If it can trade off for something, that's what we need to do. Glimmerbell has proved itself to be pretty decent in this format, just as a good target to mutate. I'm going to hold tight on Cycle and Root and Moloch. I found land, so I'm not actively looking for anything. Ooh, we're going for the 3-4 right off the bat. Unfortunately, that is immune to Capture Sphere. Not immune, they have to pay mana, but it's kind of nice. I'm looking, maybe I'll cycle this. I don't have infinite time. Yeah, look for Rumble and whatever it's called, or a way to deal with this 3-4 flyer now. Reptilian Reflection's not that good. Gonna play my 4-2 and pass. Our opponent's got a pretty aggressive start on us. Again, the fact that that's a Glimmerbell makes the Capture Sphere really awkward. It doesn't mean they have to dump 2 mana into it every time they want to activate it. Ooh, nice. Human into 1 mana of 1 mind. Plus this trades for Frenzied Raptor. Not that I want to trade because I have Karuga. Adaptive Shimmerer. I think I'm just going to die to this, unless I find exactly my Rumbling card, my Rumble Butt. Could Capture Sphere this and attack for 4. That gives me 2 cards for the Karuga. This feels bad. They have a Cycler in their hand, it looks like. Could also draw Gust of Wind, which is a very temporary solution to the problem. Alright, you're up, opponent. Alright, Valiant Rescuer's good. Whenever they cycle their first card each turn, make a 1-1. They have a counterspell. And we drew the Gust. But I'm still going to dig for the Rumble and whatchamacallit. If they have a counterspell here, that's bad news for me. This does draw 2 cards, though. Okay. I think I am going to attack. If they want to trade for the 3-1, I'm okay with it. And cycling a card, blocking with a 1-1 is fine by me as well. I did just draw land there, so this is not looking good. Again, Gust of Wind buys me a little bit of time. Yep, gain a life, get a 1-1, pretty solid. Also makes this a lot better if they end up mutating later on. Go down to 8. Spell Eater Wolverine. No spells in my graveyard somehow. Do I want to gust this now? Do Want to just go double 3-drop here. Double 3-drop's okay. In a pretty bad spot, I think. Cloud Piercer's on the bottom of my library, which could matter because it has reach. But I've only got so many turns left. If I gust this now, I can't play anything else this turn. But if I gust it next turn and I do find the rumbling thing, I can't play anything anyway. That's bad. I'm gonna gust it. That egregious mana tapping. Should have tapped myself, I suppose. This does let him replay the King Caesar or the Huntmaster Liger or whatever it's called. I just don't think we're going to get there with what we've got going on. I'm going to hold back as well. I mean, they could just go boom, boom again, right? Gives me an opportunity to draw a counterspell if they choose not to, right? They could wait a turn on this because it does have a mutate trigger that benefits them the turn they play it. But then I still have to deal with Glimmerbell at some point. Alright, we got the Glimmerbell back. And it looks like they're just going to go for it again. Sure. Sure thing. Alright, it's back. So I just bought myself a turn, really. Do you attack? I mean, I'll block across for sure. Oh, we drew it. We, in fact, drew the card we needed. Gonna go for it. Is there anything that gets me here? Probably, but I can't afford to play around it. I need to kill that. This is dealing 7 damage. Nice, okay. So we're back to a fairly stable game. I'm gonna play Farfinder for some deck thinning purposes, I think. And then I might attack with Frenzied Raptor. If they want to cycle and trade off 2 tokens, I think I like my odds. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Cycles the Cloud Piercer back in, haha. Yeah, let's see. If you want to cycle a card and trade off 2 tokens, that really limits the power of any of the go wide pump spells. Wow, they discarded a Valiant Rescuer too. Alright, I think I'm fairly happy with that exchange. Remember, every time you cycle a spell, you're increasing the odds of just flooding out, because you're throwing away spells, and you're going to draw lands some amount of the time. And that seemed like a good exchange. I basically killed a Valiant Rescuer. I mean, not necessarily, they never had to invest mana, they got to replace that with a card, so it's not full-on exchange, right? Archipelagor. You have a 7/7, if you mutate it, you get to tap a creature. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. So here, I now have 8 mana, so I can go this plus this, or I can play the Wolverine. I'm probably going to have to double block this or something and hope I don't get completely chewed up for it. I think I can wait on that. Let's go Wolverine and hold up the Shimmerer and pass. My hand's not great. Opponent's down to 2 cards, which is good news for me, but again, I'm not looking too great here. Would be awesome if I had a spell in hand. My opponent doesn't know I don't have a spell in hand, though, so they got to watch out for the Wolverine. I have 2 spells currently. 1 more gives it double strike. Are we attacking? Oh, good, good. No attack. All right, flash in my 3/3. Do I still have Lord Draxus? That would be a really good draw, too. I do not. Shark Typhoon, still in my deck. Ooh, do you have a counter spell, opponent? Ah, okay. Spell. That's bad. Alright, we're going to go Reflection here. Again, my opponent doesn't know I don't have relevant cards. And is your last card a Cycler you want to throw away here? Is it a removal spell? Looks like they've got something. Capture Sphere, maybe? It is a Capture Sphere, so I think we're in Chump the 7/7 range. Could go to 1, but I think I'm just going to chump for sure. I need to draw a spell, basically, is what you're telling me. I have 11 lands, so drawing a spell doesn't seem like it's asking too much here. I guess it is asking too much. I'll pass. Shark Tornado would still kind of do it. That making a 1/1 means I have to chump the 7/7 now. And they drew a removal spell, I just die anyway. Yeah, I flooded too much this game. Oh, they should attack with the other creatures. Alright, Shark Typhoon still does good work. I can make an 8/8 at instant speed. Draw another card. Lava Brink Venturer. Name an odd, I assume. And they just drew Dude. Convolute. Alright, we flooded too hard there to keep up. Lost to a 7/7. That was a good game. We just drew too many lands, unfortunately. Oh no, did I lose Mythic rank? Is that how that works? Oh well, we were under pressure from the beginning there, and unfortunately we stabilized. We just didn't get there. But that puts us at 4-1, which is fine. I think I can take a game to flood every now and then. Doesn't hurt too bad. That puts us into 4-1 territory. This will be match 6 coming up next. See you there. Alright, getting a little ridiculous with the mulligans. We've mulliganed the last 3 matches on 1 or 2 landers. This is better, but not great. I'll go and put the reflection on the bottom. Yeah, definitely reflection. We are on the play against Lord Salmon. Lord of the Salmons. Another island. I'm still cycling this, I believe. It does give me red mana. Gives me Karuga. I would rather just cycle it, honestly. And look for something else to play here. Island. Convolute's fine. I'm going to take 2, but at least I get to interact with my opponent's next play. Taking it, just getting punched. Sure, we'll go and counter a Spell Eater Wolverine. So hopefully they play something, we capture Spirit, we draw a 5th land, play Karuga. We don't even have a mountain yet. This is really bad news. We have a gust of wind, so we can buy a little bit of time here. Going down to 15 already, though. If they just pass here, ugh. Uh-oh, looking at your graveyard, huh? War Draxus getting back Forbidden Friendship. I could counter that. I think I'm actually supposed to counter this. The problem, of course, being that they can then mutate later and keep getting these go wide spells against us. Okay, whatever. Alright, so they got a friendship. I do have an adaptive shimmer here. That's probably about as good of a draw as it gets. See if they want to cast this before combat to get another haste creature. They do not. That's bad news for us. Gonna go and flash this in. Hope they don't have an answer to it. Response. I mean, I'm gonna block the 2/3. And if they have an answer, we die. Okay. Well, I didn't kill my guy, so that's probably good news. Frostlinks. Just play Karuga. Draw a card. Gonna need red mana eventually. Found it. I guess the good thing about the Mystic Subdual is it didn't kill my creature. I still have a blocker on board. Frostlink, sure. Well, you throw away a 1/1 if you want to attack here. I'm going to kill the dinosaur for the same reason as last time. Not bad. So, is it worth gusting like a flyer or something? I don't think so. I think we're going to go Frostlinks, hold up Capture Sphere. I'll just tap down the thing they're more likely to mutate again. Can't gust your own creature, right? Nope. Otherwise, I might gust Karuga. Tigerilla's fine. That's perfect target for the capture sphere. Shark Typhoon would be a good draw. Opponent has one card left in hand. Okay, that's fine. I do think I want to hold that, right? So I kind of want to just gust a token off the board, as silly as that sounds. No way I'm gusting this because they get to remutate it. It does kill the original token, but I'm going to go ahead and gust of wind a token. Drew a Frenzied Raptor. I guess that's a fine draw. I can actually attack with my 5/4 as well. Is that right? Attack with Frostlinks as well? This thing can still attack. Let's not get too hasty. I'll go and send in the 5/4. Play a Frenzied Raptor and pass. And now we've got another removal spell as well. Lutri or Shark Tornado. Alright, Gust of Wind, sure. I think that was a fine exchange for me. Well, if they attack like this, I will eat a human and block the War Draxus. And just take 2. This is less chump blockers they'll have. Hopefully they don't have the stupid Sea Dasher Octopus. Drawing a counterspell would be nice. Drew a Mountain instead. Alright, I think we hold on to Mountain in case we draw Cloud Piercer now. Let's go ahead and go to combat. Attack. Frenzied Raptor, pass. This is sorcery, right? Yep. Okay. Mutate cards from the opponent would be good as well. I don't think they're in a position to be attacking anymore. Rudin Moloch lets us cast a Cyclone card from our graveyard until the end of next turn. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card with a Cyclone ability from your graveyard. Until your next turn, you may play that card. So if I play that, and I choose Neutralize... Oh, I could also choose this. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, if I choose Neutralize, I can just have it active until my opponent's next turn. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means they can't play a creature next turn. Also adds a 4/4 to my board. Doesn't look like they have anything. So they could still play an instant or stuff on my next turn, but now they basically can't cast anything. So if I attack with these, they go block, block, take 5. And I've got 2 lethal threats, and they can't cast a creature on their turn. So I have during their turn to play this Neutralize. Blocks them out of playing a sorcery speed creature. Nice. Alright, that looked like it was going pretty badly, and then I guess Karuga stabilized for us. Sweet. Not putting any stock in this number here. It gives us the 5th win. Always happy to get the 5th win. And we got a Rael, the Everwise. Sweet card. 5 and 1. What do you say we keep going? Try to hit the 7 and 1. Next up will be match number 7. See you there. Alright, we're back. We're against Cannonall. They have Umori the Collector. I've played against this twice. I've lost both games horrendously. This is the one that you can only play creatures in your deck, essentially. And basically your deck is all lands and creatures, but you can still mutate as like spell-like abilities, and I've just been overwhelmed with this card when my opponent played it. The only good thing about playing against it is that you know they're not going to have like instant speed interaction and stuff like that outside of flash creatures. But the card has just destroyed me every time my opponent's played it. We'll see if that's the case here. Definitely cycle in the Crystal. I would actually love to draw a counter spell here and just counter Umori. Gloom Pangolin. Reptilian Reflection I don't think is going to cut it. Guess I'll play a Frenzied Raptor. Alright, let's see if Umori comes down. Nope, they went Excavation Mold. They might not have their 4th land, which would be nice for me. Alright, don't mind drawing more lands. So here I'm going to go Tigorilla. Give it Menace. And pass the turn, and then we can hopefully play Karuga and just outvalue them. There's their 4th land. Here comes a Mori. I assume they could have other creatures. This Reflection has not looked that good in our deck. It won us a game or two, but that was more of a fluke of us being ahead. Alright, all their creatures now cost more. Or cost 1 less. So we're going to try and out-creature them, I suppose. Or out-card them. Those cards don't do it. Also can't even attack with my Menace creature, because they have multiple 5 toughness creatures. Jungle Hollow. We know they have 4 creatures in hand, too. Hopefully nothing super big. They all cost 1 less. But they can't have, like, fight spells or anything like that. So, if that's the best they have, that's not that bad for us. Alright, we can go... We can double spell here. We can go Frostlinks plus Reflection. If I go Frostlinks and tap down a Mori, attack with these 2. I mean, I think that's what I'm going to do, right? Could also play the Shimmerer. Frostlink's going to tap down a Mori. And then if I attack with these 2, they can trade, double block here and trade. That leaves them with a Mori and the Pangolin with these 2. Plus, I guess, my Reptilian Reflection. I almost want to just attack with Karuga. Could attack with just this 2, and then trade it for Excavation Mole, keep Karuga on board. I don't know that Karuga does that much for me. Could attack with Frenzied Raptor 2. And what that means is if they want to just do that, then one of these is getting through. I think I like jamming with everything here. Get some damage in, make them trade off creatures. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the double block on the Tigorilla, which means I do get to get that 4 damage in, shrink down their board a decent amount. And I guess we'll play Reflection here. Reflection's reasonable. Amori's tapped down for another turn. Ooh, they played blue mana. Polywog's okay. Actually, Polywog's pretty sweet. Their mutate creatures cost 2 less to cast now, which is insane. Do they have the bat? Is it the bat again? Do you have it? Alright, kind of want to go Cloud Piercer here. Go Farfinder into Cloud Piercer, although if I just play Cloud Piercer, it can attack. The only thing I think they can even have here is the bat, and that would be absurd, but this does draw me into something else. I think I'm going to do it. Go ahead and upgrade my cat. Lets me throw away an island, turn it into something different. And it gives me a pretty decent attack here. Oh, Convolute's a nice draw. I mean, it's not that great, but it is a good draw. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attack with my 5/4. Really, chump block. That's surprising. Now, Convolute's actually not that great moving forward. It does counter big creatures, but their creatures cost 1 less. I think I can hold tight on Farfinder and just hold up Convolute. Yeah, like we can Convolute that. Surprised they didn't just flash that in and block. I guess that upgrades their Pangolin to a 4/2, but the Pangolin's pretty good on this board, so I don't know. Oh, Brokos. Awesome. Alright, they've got a 6/6 trample. Thankfully, we have a Capture Sphere for that, and there are really no ways to get out from underneath that. Attack? Okay. No block. I'll take 10. You got another creature to play? We can cycle that to turn on our reptilian thingy. Yes, I would like for it to become a 5/4. Play land. I'm just going to go Capture Sphere on Brokos this turn. Crustacean. Didn't see that coming. I mean, it happens. They're still going to take at least 9 here. Alright, and then we'll just Capture Sphere Brokos right now. Kind of strand that. We'll play a land, and I will pass. And they're drawing either creatures or lands. They do not attack. Makes sense. Another Convolute's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best. I can attack with my 5/4. Doesn't do that much. I think I hold tight on it. Play Farfinder, and then hold up Shimmer or Convolute. Convolute's not great anymore. Got something earlier, though. I'm going to hold this in hand in case I draw like Lordraxxus. I can mutate this, get another trigger. End of turn, just add in Shimmerer to the board here is probably fine as well. Fertilid we cannot actually counter, but that's fine. Because it cost 1 less. Would I have convoluted it? Probably not. There, we're looking for something to break the game open, basically. Island's not going to do it. Basically, I need to draw well before they do. I mean, they've drawn, what, 7 lands? Yeah, they've drawn more than that. They've got lands in their graveyard. They're going to Fertilid to thin out their deck a little bit. Helps them with Convolute as well. We could just sack Fertilid here to thin out the deck a little bit more. And they pass. Ooh. Alright. Go tap this, tap that. Attack with everything. Look, that's got to be good enough, right? What can they have? Another flash creature or just all lands? We have a Convolute, which isn't great. If they cast a Deadeye Lurker, it costs 3. Yeah, I could Convolute it, but whatever. Their creatures are still tapped down. The alternative is I could cycle it and turn on the Reptilian Reflection, but that seems not great. We'll go ahead and just tap your dudes. Tap. Tap. Attack with everything. See if they've got a flash creature here, and they do not. Nice. Alright, we didn't get wrecked by Omori. Feels good. Also, notice that we played Karuga literally every single game. That's why these companions are so broken. You just have it every single game. This is a 6-1 right now. 6-1. Let's see if we can make it a 7-1. Final match is coming up. That's match number 8. Thanks for hanging with. See you there. All right, we're back. Gerblin Tamer 23. We're on the play this time. Not a bad hand, but not a great one either. Easy cycle. I guess if we don't draw our 4th land by turn 3, we might not cycle it, but we're going to cycle it on turn 2, basically, no matter what. Go ahead. All right, Gerblin Tamer, you got an aggressive start? No, I like it. Cycle this Crystal and play Frenzied Raptor, I suppose. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, we drew all the lands we need. Yeah, we're going to go Frenzied Raptor into, hopefully, this is how I plan it. Frenzied Raptor into Frostlings into Karuga. And again, every time they cycle Greater Sandworm in a green-black deck, I'm scared that they have back for more. Hornbash Mentor's fine. We will Lynx it. Get in some damage. Next turn, Karuga and draw 2 cards. Seems pretty good to me. From there, we can hold up Convolute and maybe use Lordraxxus for value. Wouldn't mind drawing a good removal spell here. Gotta make Black Fox. Sorry. There you go. Alright, what you got? If they just kill something, I'm almost certainly still casting Karuga, right? Seems like they got a decision. They might be thinking about using their turn to advance the board or trying to limit the number of cards I draw with Karuga. We got a Boneyard Lurker. It's a good one. Easy Karuga attack with my 4/2. Farfinder, Gust of Wind's nice. Nice. Get that Bone Lurker out of here. Hoorah. Look how good Karuga is. Just drew me 2 cards. Unbreakable Bond, get back Sandworm. That's pretty strong. We're going to go ahead and... Do I Capture Sphere it or do I just Gust it? Probably Gust it so they have to waste another turn replaying it. Actually, I can go Gust. Yeah, I could go Gust and then mutate onto this. Doesn't give me a better attack with it, but it gives me the Gust right back. It's probably good enough if I'm only casting 1 spell. Alright, bounce that. Mutate here. Yeah, might as well make it a 2/3. Get back Gust, attack for 5. Opponent with the upkeep stop. So we basically blanked their Unbreakable Bond, which was nice. Easy Prey Cycle. Cool. I like cycling here. Well, next turn we have Capture Sphere plus Convolute. Yeah, this... Ugh. They can double block Karuga. Let's go Capture Sphere this. Attack for 5. I could Gust it. I guess Capture Sphere's got better long-term value than Gust. Or I could Gust this and then make my opponent chump block with that. It's probably better. I think we're just going to go for the Capture Sphere, right? And attack with both. Block the 2/3, or just chump, that's fine. They go down to 9. They don't know about the Convolute, but they know the Gust, right? So they might be in a little bit of trouble here. Maybe. I might just have to brute force it. Yep. I think I'm going to let that resolve and then Gust it and hold the Convolute, because if that's their game plan this turn, they might just not have a way to do anything. They might just have to replay this next turn. Oh, another Capture Sphere too? Okay. Yeah, I'll just hold up Convolute here. If they play that, I can let it resolve and Capture Sphere, hold up Convolute on my turn, and that blanks anything they can really do. Plus, this by itself isn't even enough. I can just attack with both my creatures and have lethal. Extinction Event. Naming. Odd. Huh. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. That resolves. Didn't see Extinction Event coming. So that wipes the board. Guess we're on Farfinder beats now. You have something else to play this turn too? That would be sweet. Frostville Ambush is a fine draw. We're going to go ahead and play Farfinder and then play the land off of Farfinder. Not give my opponent any information here. And pass. Alright, opponent had a good card to get themselves out of this. They have 8 mana, so if they play land, they still can't get past Convolute here. Void Beckoner. I will Convolute that, I think. Yeah, just keep them off fight spells, put them down to 1. If I draw Reptilian Reflection, I win. Drew another land. That's 12 land. Put them down to 1. Sandworm will let resolve because we kind of have to. And I think that's probably game, right? Go and Capture Sphere that. Alright, Firefinder, finish the job. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so we ended at number 420, whatever that means. We went Mythic. which is awesome. I love it. We went the full 7-1 here. I'm going to go and add that. We didn't really see the Shark Typhoon past those first couple games, which was a shame. But this deck played out very nicely. I don't know. It's probably like less that the deck was good and more that I just had Karuga every game, right? Which is why the companions are absurd. I played this every single game. 8 games, Karuga. Always drew at least 1 card. Sometimes drew 2. Never drew more than that, but it's really worth it. If you have one of the good companions, this is good, Lutri's good. You know, most of them are good. You should go out of your way, I think, to play them. And I think the only thing that really threatened us too hard there was if somebody went like 1-drop, 2-drop and just curved out on us, but that didn't really happen against us, which we got lucky for. You do see we had to make some concessions. I wouldn't be playing like Frenzied Raptor or these double crystal or anything like that, but even the 2-mana cyclers were fine. The Reptilian Reflection was not great for this deck, but I didn't really have much of another choice here. Shark Typhoon was amazing, but unfortunately, we didn't draw it past the first couple games. Cycled it every time too, never cast it, which is a good little point to keep in mind. And this deck just kind of ticked. It was nice. Karuga, very powerful. One of the more powerful companions for sure. Not too hard to make the deck work either. Whereas something like Luris, which makes you play everything 2 or less, not really worth it. Karuga, worth it. And that's going to go ahead and do it. We went Mythic. Thanks for joining me for that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were rooting me on, and your, I don't know, viewership mojo pushed me into those first couple wins. And we'll relish being in Mythic for the rest of this month and probably not get there for a very long time. Anyway, that's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. My name's Timothy with Manarocks. You can subscribe to the channel for more content like this. You can find us on Twitter at @MTG_Manarocks. And that's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.